you've been around our church for a while, you see that the chair next to me is empty for a rare occasion. Joyce thinks she might have missed 3 or 4 Sundays the entire 7 years we've been here. But she's been feeling bad this week with migraines, and she gets those occasionally, and they kind of come in waves. And she woke up with another one this morning, and I just told her, stay home and get better. And that's probably good because I'm not sure I want her to hear what I'm about to say. So, but I've learned, though, that many of you can't be trusted. And you always tell her everything I say, whether she's here or not. So I'm just going to say it anyway. I've been seeing ads on television and hearing advertisements on the radio for men over 40 who are tired all the time. And they have other symptoms that I won't mention that these ads say might be related to low T in men. Now, that's low amounts of the male hormone testosterone, okay? It's okay to say that in church. We're safe, all right? And so the ads say that a man's testosterone production peaks in the mid-20s, and then it goes down up to 2% per year after that. And so I don't pay much attention to that stuff, but Joyce really liked that ad. So she was so kind as to do the math for me and to point out for me that at age 58, I have 30 plus years of decreasing testosterone. And she said, you know, it just dawned on me, maybe that's why you're always too tired to go shopping with me. I thought, I'm not stupid, I'm jumping on this. And I said, yeah, honey, that's it. You know, it's that darn low T. You know, it's not my fault. It just hits me sometimes, you know, and it just always seems to come when you ask me about shopping. I thought, man, this is great. This is a ready-made excuse. Well, a couple of weeks after that, Joyce went with me to a doctor's appointment. Yeah, she butted in. And she asked the doctor, she said, hey, would you test him for low T? And the doctor did. And the doctor called with the results and ruined my excuse. I don't have low T. And so the best excuse I ever had for not going shopping went out the window. But I'm still tired when she asked me. And we're trying to figure out the cause of it. It's just one of life's unexplainable mysteries. So, guys, if you're tired, I don't know why. Ladies, if you're tired physically, I don't know why. But there's kind of a no-brainer solution to being physically tired. It's called physical rest, right? You know, sit down. Take a break. Put your feet up. Take a nap. Go to bed early. You know, take a vacation. Take a day off. Do something to provide your body with physical rest. The problem is sometimes we're tired in another way that's not so easy to deal with. Sometimes we're tired on the inside. Sometimes our heart is tired, not your physical heart. Sometimes you're just spiritually tired. You just get worn out spiritually. And that's what I want us to talk about today, because the Bible, in a few of my favorite verses, talks about being weary and needing rest. And not only talks about what may cause it, but it talks about what to do with it. And so I'm going to ask you to go to some of my favorite little verses in the Bible. Matthew chapter 11, verse 28 is where we'll start. Matthew 11:28. If you're using our Bibles from the church, they're scattered all around the room under the chair in front of you. You should not have to reach very far to find a Bible. Little black hardback Bibles. If you're using one of those, page 689 will get you near Matthew 11:28. And if you don't know these verses, I would encourage you to come to love these verses. Jesus is talking in these verses. If you've got your own Bible and it's got red letters for Jesus' words, it should be in red in Matthew 11:28, where Jesus said, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Some of you came here today needing some soul rest. You're tired on the inside. You're tired spiritually. That last verse says, Jesus' yoke is easy, His burden is light. Doesn't say that no matter how close you get to Him, no matter how much you trust Him, that there will never be a burden. There will be a burden. What Jesus is saying is, hey, my burden is lighter than the one you carry without me. My burden is easier than the one you carry without me. And I think in these verses, there's a message for people, two kinds of people. First of all, if you're tired from searching, there's some things you need to know. Some people are tired because they've never trusted Jesus. And they're just weary from trying to find something that brings peace in their life.